You're back at it again with another show. Again, this is our second iteration, loading straight up to YouTube. You know what I mean? So we're seeing how this go. Feel good about it. You know what I mean? I think this one's gonna be better than the last one. We'll see. I will let you know that we in El Paso here. It's the middle of the night. It's not middle of the night. It's probably almost 9, but it's still 104. It's like 104. We're suffering here, man. So y'all send up a prayer for anybody that you know live in West Texas, because I think we're at the very outer limits of what our ACs are able to handle. You know what I'm saying? Air conditioners are screaming, Jack, screaming. But anyway, that ain't gonna stop me from giving y'all the show. So start off the show right with a public service announcement. Public service announcement for today is, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted you to know that you do not have to go and see if your gate exists in the airport before you go pee or eat. It's there. You can just, beyond a reasonable doubt, trust that your gate is there, it exists, and you can just go do what you need to do. And you don't have to go find it first and then go pee or then go eat. Just go. Just go. It's fine. You're adults. We trust you. You're going to be on the flight. You're supposed to be there. Just go ahead and pee, man. So crazy stuff. It's crazy hot, but we're also in the middle of a thunderstorm, man. It's lightning and stuff. So if you hear some of that going on in the background, that's what it is, man. It's a thunderstorm. You know how Texas do thunderstorms too. It very quickly can be an evacuation level event. These guys, I haven't seen no tornadoes really in West Texas, but that don't mean it can't happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York, man. We don't play that. I'll start talking tornadoes. That's evacuation. I don't play. So that's that. Let's see. Okay, boom. So what are we going to talk about today? A bunch of stuff. So one thing that came up this week was this idea about submission again, right? Where women were saying in the video that, they don't have to submit to you until you show them that you're worthy of submission. You know what I mean? So, there was discussion about that, about, the viability of a philosophy like that. And I thought I came up with something that I thought might work, and that is that I don't believe that men have to earn your submission. I don't believe that. And the reason why I don't believe that is because if I come to you and you are not submissive and you are instead defiant and you remain that way, I will never even attempt to earn your submission. Why would I? You're already showing yourself to be someone I don't want to be with. So it's not just that men have to show themselves to be worthy to women. Women have to do the same thing to men. And if you're if you're going to decide that you're going to remain defiant to a man until he proves to you that he's worthy, you're never going to be with anybody. And so I know that to be true. That is true. No man is going to put up with your defiance, until you feel like he's worthy. That's not a thing. They'll just decide you are unworthy and move on to another person. But in some situations where I think it worked, where I see people who are married and their marriages work, the wife was submissive immediately, and then he showed himself to be worthy of her submission. And now it could have worked out that he showed himself to be unworthy, but then at that point he would have earned her defiance. So I think that's the proper order of things, is that you are submissive from the beginning just because you are. And that's the right order of things, biblically, or whatever objective philosophy you want to go to, where it's like, not up to opinion, but this is the way it's supposed to be. Typically, it's going to say that women are submissive immediately. There's no earning it. But there is also, some clauses there that say that a man can earn your defiance by being unworthy. Defiance all the way to divorce, defiance all the way to breaking up, defiance all the way to your infidelity. A man can earn your defiance. And I think that's right. I don't see anything objectionable about that idea. that a man has earned your defiance and therefore you are, you know, being defiant. But the idea that he has to earn your submission is, to me, out of order, kind of wrong-headed. It's self-defeating. If you're going to go into every situation with every man deciding you're going to be defiant off the bat until he shows you otherwise, you're guaranteeing failure, in my opinion. So I just consider that. That's maybe my words are not the right words. Maybe my delivery is not the delivery that you like. Maybe if I had said it a different way, you would have been on board with it. Consider all that. Got it. But, don't concentrate on the words, concentrate on the message and see if that resonates with you. Honestly, I really do believe that if more women would take that on board, for one, you're not getting played because as soon as he earns your defiance, be defiant. Everybody will be right there with you, backing you up. Like, yeah, man, you just out there cheating. What you expect? You thought you were just going to keep being dismissive? Everybody will be right there with you. I think where you're getting a lot of pushback is this idea that you can be defiant right from the break, and somehow we're going to work through all of that and stick around and be mistreated until you feel like we're worthy. And nobody's doing that. I said nobody's getting behind that. So, you can tell me what you think about what I just said, too, in the comment section. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, that could be true. Maybe I'm undiagnosed. Oh, man. So Will Smith was doing some publicity for their movie, right? The Bad Boys movie. And they were asking, what he learned in his old age about love or whatever. And his answer was, don't even try to make anyone happy. They should already be happy and want to share their happiness with you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think that's the issue. I don't think there are a bunch of, people. Well, I can't say that. There are. There are a bunch of unhappy people who are getting in relationships with other people expecting that person to make them happy. I do believe that's true. So he's not on to, that's not for nothing what he's saying. But I think that it could be the case that I could be genuinely happy alone, right? And then I meet someone and then they make me unhappy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was good. I wasn't looking for nobody. I was chilling by myself. I had my whole little setup. I would watch Ronin Warriors on Tuesdays, and then I watch the House of Dragons come on Sundays. You know what I mean? That's right after the what you call it? What's the name? What's the joint, man? I can't. Demon Slayer. That's right. The new episodes of Demon Slayer Sunday too, and then after that come the House of Dragons, and I have my whole week set up. You know what I mean? Without you, then I meet you, and cool. You can come in and you fuck with Demon Slayer. Sure, come through, watch Demon Slayer. You know what I mean? And so I'm sharing my happiness with you, but it could be the case that once I'm with you, I start to be unhappy. And so I think there's more of that going on, where people get with people and then it doesn't go well, and now they're unhappy where they were happy. And to me, that's my process, man. Once I start feeling mistreated, I start considering how I felt when I wasn't with you. Was I happy then? And was I more happy then than I am now? And do I kind of wish I could go back there, to a life where you weren't there? And once I start that process, that's not good. Just say that typically doesn't end well as far as a relationship is concerned. Once I start that process, but I don't start that process until something happens that puts me in that space where I have to start making that assessment. Like, okay, we come this far. What do you think? Are you more happy now than you were before you met this person? Or are you kind of wishing you could go back to your old life? You know what I mean? So I would just say for everyone to be aware of that you know, kind of stack yourself up against that metric. Could this person say that they were more happy when I wasn't there? Or does this person have to admit that since I've been there, on average, they've been more happy than they were? I have been of a huge help. I'm doing their college work, so all they have to do is concentrate on their, 9 to 5. And if I wasn't here, they'd have to do their 9 to 5 and their college work by themselves, and that would be objectively worse. So I am value added to their life for sure. Can you say that? Well, is it the case that they have all these responsibilities and all these things stuff to do, and you're just making it harder because you're constantly nagging, or you're constantly, violating boundaries, that you are aware of. You just don't care. I do what I want. You can take your boundaries and shove them. Yeah. You're that type of person, and you start to make the assessment. Even you have to say, like, yeah, I can see how you were less happy with me in your life. You gotta make some changes, Jack. You gotta make some changes. Gotta be better. Want to be better. Decide to be better. And I was talking to somebody. I was like, man, love is about the ability to put somebody else in front of yourself, their needs, their wants, their concerns, put them above yourself to the point that it hurts, to your own detriment. Put their safety above your own, to your own detriment. That's what men are supposed to do, right? That's why we're protectors. That's what it is. And you got to look for opportunities to do that, to show you, I love you so much that I did this thing. Put you above me in this way today. Look for an opportunity to do it. Don't wait for an opportunity to do it. Look for one. Find one. And then do it, man. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people, man? And we got to get past this whole idea of apologizing or, admitting wrongdoing is this thing that just makes people want to vomit. They'd rather die. There's people that would rather die than admit wrongdoing. Okay? They would rather die. And they mean it. They mean it. They're not playing around. Okay? That's not okay, man. You got to be the type of person to say, okay, I didn't think it was going to be that big a deal, but you do. So, if I made you feel that way, my fault. I didn't mean to do that. It's not how I intended for you to feel. I just thought it was just a nothing thing. It turns out you care, Not bad. I ain't gonna do it no more. What's wrong with that? How hard is that? You know what I'm saying? That's just it. That's it, man. The people that are looking for these things, that's all they want. Right there, what I just did. And nothing more serious, more deep. They're not looking for you to get on your hands and knees. They just want you to say my bad. Just say my bad. And we can't. People find that very hard. So let's be better about that. Let's try to be better about that. Yeah. Looking for opportunities to sacrifice for your partner, I think is key. Because that's how you know somebody loves you, man. Or even when they say, hey, you did this time. Next time I need you to do that because this doesn't work for me. And then be like, okay. And then next time, do what they ask you to do. It might work. Hear me out. I know what you're saying. I ain't got nobody tell me to do. I'm my own person. Yeah. But just hear me out. If you do that, you might be able to stay in a relationship with another person. You see what I'm saying? Like a human being this time. Give it a shot. I mean, nothing else has worked. So try to do what they're asking you to do. Make me see. Let's see. Let's get crazy. Do what they're asking you to do. That goes for everybody, man. Both sides. Men and women, man. Nobody's doing it. And it's a shame. It's a shame. It's not hard. You know what I mean? They're not even asking you to do nothing hard. Anyway. So, boom. I will tell you, it's hot enough out here. Like, if y'all watch this show, y'all know that normally when I do this show, I be sipping on something. And I thought today, like, you probably shouldn't do that, bro. You're probably asking for an instant headache. Going out there in this heat and sipping on something. Like, it could get crazy. And it's fully nighttime here, and it's still crazy hot. I don't know what's going on, man. In El Paso, it's just crazy. Anyway, so that's that. So I saw another thing where it said you gotta choose. You gotta choose, fellas. Choose. Option A. She's 25. She has no kids. She's submissive by nature. She has her GED and she makes $15 an hour as a manager at Home Depot. That's option A. Option B is a woman who's 35. She has 2 kids. She's bossy by nature, but she also has 2 degrees and she makes 6 figures on her own. Who did you choose? It is my hypothesis that women believe that a lot of men, most men, would choose option B. And I believe that they are wrong. All of them. Most men would choose option A. And what was the key word in option A that made her more desirable to every man? The word submissive. Because the reality is, nothing else that got mentioned matters. Nothing else that got mentioned matters. Except maybe age. So I did see that, where one dude was saying, attitude be damned, I don't have any business with a 25-year-old. I was just, so okay, if that's the logic line you want to take, sure. But outside of that, everybody was choosing A. And the key word was submissive. All we want is for somebody to be on our team. Okay? We just want somebody that I can say, she's on my team. She wants us to win. And she's going to do what she needs to do to make that happen. So that I can be a rocket ship and do what I do in my career to make sure we both win. She's going to be right there helping me to get there. Right? For us. For us. I'm getting there for us, not for me. And that's important, fellas. It's got to be for us, not for you. Okay? Or for y'all, not for you. But that's the thing, man. A is the clear choice. And they go, well, she had 2 degrees and she made 6 figures. That don't matter. It does not. It does not matter. It does not matter. And honestly, there's probably a lot of dudes, more than you would imagine, that would not choose her specifically because of that. Because now he doesn't have a degree. He has a vocation, plumber, mechanic, whatever. He has a vocation, but he makes 5 figures. Why would he want to be with a woman who has 2 degrees and makes 6 figures? And then you're going to ask her to be, malleable to what you're trying to show her, teach her, or whatever. That's probably going to be a tough sell. And so you're in competition with her immediately. A lot of dudes would feel you're in competition with her immediately to get to a place where you're better than her so that she has a reason to listen to you. And she's bossy by nature. It's in the description. It's just, she would be a complete turnoff in almost every way. All right? She's 35. She got 2 kids. She got 2 degrees, and she makes 6 figures. None of that sounds attractive. None of it. There's nothing attractive about any of it. For some dudes. Some dudes are attracted to the money. But it's for selfish reasons, obviously. I mean, the amount of money she makes shouldn't have any bearing on what you think of her. Because what does that mean to you? It's her money. Unless you feel like you're going to get in there and get some of that. I mean, women do it. You know what I'm saying? Women do it, so I can't sit here and judge men if that's what they're doing. But that's what they're doing. The amount of money she makes is irrelevant for most men. Cool. So just keep that in mind, ladies. When you're counting yourself as marketable, as a catch, what is it about you that makes you a catch? And I can tell you, in those 2 scenarios, the only attractive thing was the word submissive. And most of you, that's not an adjective that most people would use when they describe you. I should say that. Leave it like that. Boom. Man purses. We got to stop the man purses, guys. We got to stop the man purses. It's out of hand. Okay. Pharrell was on there showing off his signature Louis Vuitton handbag that he, I guess, created, sponsored, whatever. And he was like, "Oh man, you're getting priced out of this category. You can't get here." And he was trying to tell me that I was less of a man because I couldn't afford his purse. And that's where we are in 2024, man. Is you mess around and get clowned if you can't afford a purse. I said, ain't no man on earth gonna ever make me feel bad that I was not able to afford his purse. That's not gonna happen. All right. Chalk that up to God's will. God's will was just that I would not ever be able to afford your purse. I'm okay with that. And y'all just getting out of hand, man. You're making it too common. And the nail painting, trying to convince us that, oh, go ahead, fellas, get out there and get your nails painted. It's fine. You're not going to convince me. Because I'm one of God's boys. You're not going to convince me. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, what's the Theo Von? What kind of cat factory are they running around here? What's going on in the world? But y'all not going to get me, man. No chance. It's, I know. I was raised right. No. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. Like, I don't know why we're doing this. And I know throughout history, there are things that were, considered feminine and then they became masculine, or considered masculine and then became feminine, right? Trends and styles and all of these things. But, we got to chill out, man. The man purses got to stop. Got to stop, fellas. Let them have it. Let them have some stuff. Some stuff they can have. We can have purses, and we don't have to have our own set too. Let's let them have it, man. Let's do a different thing. Now bring back backpacks, Jan Sports. What happened to that? Do a Jan Sport, man. Like that's back when we were a proper nation. Yeah, I gotta stop with the purses. I guess it's too much, man, and it's to the point where they're trying to make you feel bad because you don't have a purse that's on the same level as their purse. We got all the way there. I was off the train. I was off the train. But you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do, man. It's America. You got rights. Don't listen to me. Boom. Bill Belichick has a 24-year-old girlfriend. He has a 24-year-old girlfriend. I don't know if you know who Bill Belichick is. He is the head coach of the New England Patriots. He was there for the whole Tom Brady run, right? When Tom Brady became the greatest quarterback that ever lived, Bill Belichick was there for the whole thing, right? And so what that means is Bill Belichick is really old. He is really old, man. I think he was old when I was young, and now I'm old. He's older. So he's old, man, but his girlfriend's 24. And people feel some type of way about that. But what they don't feel no type of way about is the fact that this Miss Drea, she has a 21-year-old son and now a 21-year-old baby daddy. Do that, man. So I posted that. You can go look at that. And I say to that I just gave you food for thought. You do the dishes. That's a Jay-Z quote, by the way. Man, that's something else. I'm going to talk about the fact that not everyone is cut out to be or even desires to be an entrepreneur. And I say that to the entrepreneurs out there. Understand that. Everybody don't want to do that. Everybody don't sound enticing to anyone. And nobody's dumb for not wanting to be an entrepreneur too. It's not dumb. It's a matter of choice. It's an opinion. It's not. And people are not cut out for it. You got to be, to some degree, a leader. Okay? And some people don't have leadership qualities. So they should not be entrepreneurs because they're going to have to hire people and be in charge of them. And that's probably not a good thing. And let that be okay. Let that be okay. You don't have to talk down to people or try to convince them that they're wrong for not wanting to be an entrepreneur. Like, there's people out here who make a lot of money, right? And they don't own a business or work for themselves. That's possible too. You know what I mean? It could happen. It happens a lot. I'm being sarcastic because it happens a lot. And there's a lot of people who work at a job and make more money than entrepreneurs because they don't have the overhead that entrepreneurs have, where they have to restock and have all these bills that come with owning that business that take away from that profit. Right? If I work a job, the profit is all mine. The only thing that I'm giving out is taxes. But if you are an entrepreneur, you got all the overhead plus the taxes, and then you get whatever's left. Now, that can still be lucrative. I'm not doubting that. But, sometimes that turns out to be a lot less than some people who have jobs, especially people working in the tech industry and all that stuff. So leave people alone, man. Let them do what they want to do, man. Entrepreneurs, man. They can be some of the, most annoying people, man. Like Jordan fans, Dallas Cowboy fans. You know what I mean? Like that's where the category of entrepreneurs, man, they up there with them. Like, bro, you gotta leave people alone. Everybody don't want to do that, and that should be okay. I'm glad we got out of that Forex trend. Do y'all see those TikTok videos where they're talking about the Forex trend and they're like mocking how it used to be? I remember, man, there's people I knew and respected, man, were trying to get into it. Wanted a piece of it. It turned out to be a huge scam. Just like everybody thought it was. So anyway, entrepreneurs, chill out. Calm down. We get it. But just chill out. Cool. I just saw a thing earlier. It was a video where the lady was saying that she believes that men, above all, want to be respected in their relationships. Men want to be respected above all. And women want to be protected above all. Protected above all. And when you talk about protection, you're talking about financial protection and physical protection, lots of different protection, emotional protection. Women want to be protected, men want to be respected, and both will pass on love in order to get protection and respect. And the reason why I bring it up is because I think that's probably true more often than it's not true. I also think that's sad. Isn't that a little bit sad? That people will pass on love for protection and live and be with somebody forever that they don't love just because that person provided protection or respect. That's kind of sad. You always, makes the movies all lies. Movies are liars, bro. Ain't no love, it ain't no happy endings. You just get with somebody that respects you, and you just get with somebody that protects you, and it's all good. It ain't none of that fairy tale crap. That's sad, man. There's probably a lot of people out there though that could say that that's what they're doing right now. I don't love this person. But look at Shawnee O'Neal. Shawnee O'Neal came out after they had kids and kids all grown and blah 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 blah. Come out and say, I never loved Shaq. Never loved him, not once. But she loved that money though. Why? Because that was protection. It was a guarantee that my life is only ever going to be but so bad. And so she gave up love for all of her adult life for protection. I mean, that's sad, man. There ain't no kudos there. That's sad. Sad that you felt like you had to do that. And it's sad that, you don't get that time back. Maybe she don't want it back. Maybe she's lying and she did love Shaq and she's just trying to be an a-hole. I don't know. I think it's true, though, that a lot of people would give up love if they were guaranteed respect and protection. Just, maybe I just wish they would all go hand in hand instead of having to give one up to get the other. That's that. That's sad. Boom. Did y'all know that there are people on planet Earth who will sell you their dirty, nasty shoes on eBay? And when I say this, I'm talking about these shoes are dirty and nasty, and then they will take pictures of their dirty, nasty shoes and put them on eBay, dirty and nasty, and say, "Hey, do you want these shoes for $175?" They will do that. And these are not limited edition shoes. They're regular shoes. You can get these shoes anywhere. And they will still dirty them all up, take pictures of them, and put them on eBay for sale. Like, you can have these for the right price. Also, people will sell you the right shoe without the left. I saw a picture of like a Christian Louboutin sneaker for $175, but it was only the left shoe. That's that's where we are as a nation, bro. Somebody would sell you their dirty Christian Louboutin sneaker and only the left one, and charge you $175 for it. So that's what's out there. I'm not lying. Go look on eBay, man. It's almost comical, man. Go look at some of these sneaker posts and see what's out there. Because it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing as a nation when we're allowing this? Why is this even here? It is there, man. It's there, and they mean it. They mean it. Anyway, so there's that. Uh, uh, uh. I had a question. This happened to me, and that's what I want to ask: Is you ever be like knee deep into your fast food plate? Are you eating, whatever, McDonald's, whatever, Chinese food? You deep, 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 and then suddenly you think about it, you're like, "Oh snap! I started my diet on Monday." You ain't even supposed to be eating that, but you deep into it already. It's over now. Like now, you gotta start over on the next Monday because you really completely ruined your whole shit. It's like, dang, man. But you do, and it's like it wasn't that you didn't care. You really forgot. You forgot that you started a diet on Monday, and you're like, yeah, this is ruined now. Might as well start over. This double quarter pounder ain't helping nothing. A lot of people do that, Jay, when they call it a cheat day, but you can't have 5 cheat days in 1 week. You can't have 5 cheats and then 2 days of actual diet. That don't work like that. So that's some people's plan, and that don't work, man. That's not a diet. So think about that. You ever feel the need to work a legit day of work? Like, I mean, talking about from the moment you get in there to the moment you leave, you worked. You did projects or worked on things that you had laying on the shelf just to kind of justify your existence at that job. Like, yo, for real today, for real, I'm gonna do some work. Like, I know I normally do, but for real today, I'm actually get something done so I can say that they didn't mess up by hiring me. If you do that, you shouldn't do that, man. You should work every day. Come on, you guys. Let's be better. To go in there that one day, like, all right, today Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm gonna do some work for real. I know people that do that though. I do. I know people who do that. So don't do that, man. Y'all gonna get in trouble. Boom. Oh, here's the last thing. So apparently, I've learned that if you go on a vacation to a resort or something like that, and you listen to the people who own timeshares, like the people who try to sell you the timeshares, I should say, they're trying to sell you a timeshare. If you listen to their presentation, a lot of times the free stuff they give you for listening to their presentation is really nice, right? So I've heard several things. So let me just name off some of the things I heard that you get for just listening to the presentation. Um, Free night stay at the resort that you're at, wherever you are, including Disney World. Okay, including Disney World, you can mess around and get 1 or 2 free nights at the resort if you just listen to the timeshare brief. $100. So $100. Just give you $100 for listening to the brief. And they give you goodie bags. They can give you free mimosas. Free mimosas, which is not nothing. You know what I mean? You do some mimosas you didn't have before, and now you do have them. You know? Somebody got a week in Greece at a resort for just listening to the timeshare reap. A week in Greece. Santorini, baby. Blue tops, blue tops. Somebody got a free tablet, a 4-day resort stay, and a Visa gift card. A 4-day resort stay and a Visa gift card. A stay in Cabo San Lucas. Somebody got a resort stay in Cabo San Lucas. I already mentioned Disney. They also mentioned that if you go to bridal conventions, where those planners and stuff be, the planners and the vendors and stuff at bridal conventions give away a ton of free stuff. And all you gotta do is go up there, man, and just look at what they got. And they'll be offering you free stuff. Really nice free stuff, apparently. So keep that in mind as you go about your endeavors. Okay? People are offering some really nice stuff just for you to listen to them. Yeah. Lend them an ear. And then tell me what you got. So see if I need to go down there too. Well, feel like we did our show, man. We did an hour or so, about an hour, give or take. And so, boom, that's a wrap, baby. That's a wrap. So y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Till next time, I'll holler at you. Peace.